Howdy-ho, good neighbor. Today, we got our fire hydrant wrench and half of a, look at that sad shape of a wire brush. Okay, let's flush these fire hydrants and grease up the stems. Ready for this? Make sure these fire hydrants work. Okay, good. I didn't get to open that all the way, so I'll stick this cap on. Now I'll open this up. And now we will squeeze that stem real good. Take the pressure off. One more. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I think that's broken. That's why I see the water around here.
No, it's testing. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's grease the stems. All right, we already greased the stems. Grease the cap. Don't need too much, don't need too much. Okay, now we got to turn the underground key and we're done. For this one, we got 5 more to do. Let's keep going. Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Part of flushing these hydrants, I wish it was just flushing them, but we got to exercise these underground valves. So we got to turn them off and turn them back on. All right. Well, there you go. This one was a little hard to turn off, but I got it going. So after we turn it off, can't do a lot of talking right now. All working. Ow. Here comes the boss. Yeah, we're good. Down on the other end, there's some vans in the way.
Is there?
So,
And there's 7 of those vans here for that tenant.
well, if they move everything on the north side, I can get away with the ones on the south side. So, just as long as I could spray the middle and the other one, I can open the other one up.
So, Jim, when you're standing with your back to the building,
Yep.
the ones on the
This side I need to flush. Towards the freeway, I want to flush.
so how many vans? Like 3?
Yeah, you'll see the spray pattern. Just as long as I can get that one. The one in the middle is okay, but everything towards the freeway. Now, where was I? Okay, I closed that all the way. I think. Yeah, that's closed. And now, to make sure it's closed, I'll open that hydrant. With a fire hydrant wrench. These have been coming off pretty easy, so that's nice. So I turned off the underground, so if I turn this on, there should be no water, right? Maybe I just turned it on. Let's see. Yeah, I just turned it on all the way. Let me cut this video and turn that valve all the way the other way. Maybe it was almost off. That valve could have been almost shut. Let's check. Okay, I don't think it was closed all the way. Let's see if this helps. Maybe this valve doesn't close. Let me go all the way around the other way and we'll see what happens. It's always something. Okay, it is apparent that I was going the right way, but there's a lot of gunk in that valve, so it won't shut. So now I gotta open it back up, make sure this valve is shut. You see how tight this is? This is why we open these once a year. I can tell this wasn't opened a year ago. It's just too tight. And it's starting to get hot. You know, people pay good money for a workout like this, and I'm getting paid. Okay, we're almost open all the way. So when we get all the way open, we're going to back this off a half a turn. So yeah, like that. Take your water key out. Oh. Water key. 5-footer. Okay. Now it's time to flush. Let's put this camera in slow motion and flush these hydrants. Before I do that, I like to paint this orange or white in case they break the fire hydrant. The fire department will know right where to go when the water's all over and spraying up in the air like a geyser. So I'll spray paint this orange. That's the only color of paint I have, but that'll work great when there's a geyser of water. And you can see that this hydrant can get broken off right here coming around the corner. So they'll know right where to shut off this valve. And since I exercised it, it won't be hard to turn off, hopefully. All right, let's put you in slow motion. Okay, one stem, I will open it up and I will grease the stem with my WD-40 here. Lubricating. Here we go. Slow motion, activate. Cut. Okay, second slow motion, or third, I guess. Maybe this is the third. Hopefully you won't get too wet. I said, are you ready? You want to count down with me? 1, 2, 3. Well, I really feel bad when we're really in a drought. Okay, well, I just finished flushing this fire hydrant and you can see that orange mark right there on the ground. I'll do that. Look at how I fix that. See how I fix that orange mark on the ground? But that's why I have the orange mark. So when that fire hydrant gets busted off, the fire department can take that water key and find it really easy, because if there's a whole bunch of water on the ground, it's hard to see that black cap. So that's what I do. Live it, learn it, love it. No shoes, no shirt, no dice. Okay, it is apparent that I need to flush this fire hydrant and turn this valve, but this cap is not coming off. So I'll show you how to open this. Take two. I'm going to show you how to open up that cap. Hopefully this won't be a fail, but let's put the camera down on the ground. Get our hammer and our sissy mitts and we beat it. See, I took my screwdriver and it won't pop up. Yeah, so what I do is I just hear that? So before it wouldn't come up, but after you beat it with the hammer, look at that. Now we just need to paint that cap orange. How to remove a cap from a street. Another thing I do after I get the cap off is I clean all this stuff. You see that old junk? Oops, sorry, get the camera on it. Yeah, get rid of all that old. Next year that'll come right out a lot easier. Hopefully. After I do that, I get this old wire brush. Look at that thing, isn't that in bad shape? And then I do that. Oh, look at that, brand new. That looks nicer to you? Oh, it does. All right, let's exercise that valve. Okay, time to exercise this valve. And sometimes these things turn, sometimes they don't. Let's see. Oh yeah, was it all the way open? I like that. So that's all the way, let's see, this is all the way open. So it's a half a turn.
Here we go. We'll go to Home Depot for some materials.
You're good.
Back in about 20 minutes.
Take your time. Thank you. Okay, looks like this one turns really, this is probably the easiest one that we had. Look at that. I like this one. Hopefully it's gonna shut off. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It shut off. How do we know it shut off? Well, we're gonna go open that hydrant and find out if it's shut off. Yeah, we're testing the valve in the ground and now we're testing the hydrant. Make sure the water shut off. Let's set this camera up. Okay, so that valve is closed, so there shouldn't be any water on here, right? Let's see. That's closed. Make sure we go the right way. See, the valve is closed. Very nice. Now I can grease all the stems. Sounds like I'm glad this is the last one because this is running out of grease. Oh yeah, that feels good. Okay. Now I'll grease the rest of these stems and I'll even put my wire brush to this. Let me go ahead and take you out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grease these stems and then I'm gonna take my wire brush to those and grease those and I'm gonna clear all the brush from around here. This fire hydrant shouldn't have all this brush around it, so let me do all my work and I'll get back to you. How about I'll use the snap tool and get it all put back together. Oh, I gotta flush it too. Don't forget, I have to flush it. All right, snap tool, activate. Well, there you go. I got so busy, I forgot to show me flushing it. I got these vans all wet. And it looks like the first time they had a wash in a while. So that's what that looks like after it's all said and done. We went ahead and exercised the underground valve, opened and closed it, and then opened up all our stems on our hydrants and greased the stems and where the hose hooks up, the hose adapter. I guess you would call that the snoot. So after we greased everything, we came back over here, shut all the stems, came over here, opened up our underground valve, and then flushed out any remnants and make sure those valves work. Well, that's how we do it here. As always, gotta look over my shoulder before an outro. I don't want people watching me. All right, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these fire hydrant flushing adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. I think you could see that, if that broke. All it takes is somebody hitting the gas and kaboom.